You've probably said you believe in Jesus, but what does it actually mean to follow him? In Hebrew, faith was never just something you thought. It was something you lived. So when Jesus said, "Follow me," what was he actually asking for? The modern Western idea of discipleship is simply about being a student. We have all sorts of programs and courses you can sign up for, but a Hebrew Talmud was someone who gave up their life to be an apprentice of their rabbi, to embody the blueprint of who they were, not just what they believed or taught, but their whole way of life. As a Talmud, you followed your rabbi so closely that even the dust from his sandals impacted your walk. Does this mean trying harder, trying to be more like Jesus? It's easy to think that God just wants us to try harder. But the new covenant isn't about a self-improvement plan. Ezekiel promised something far more radical than a new set of rules. You're offered a new heart, not a yearly tune-up, but a new engine entirely, because the problem was never just what you did, right or wrong. It was what was driving you. Take Sabbath, for instance. Most people have this idea that Sabbath is about rest, a reward that they earn at the weekend for a profitable and productive week's work, like a marathon runner, collapsing at the finish line. But God didn't stop working. He stopped creating. Adam's first day in the garden, a Sabbath, wasn't a rest day. He was placed there to tend and serve the garden that was already finished. A different kind of work entirely. And think about the other rhythms of Jesus' life. The Moedim, or biblical feasts. These were appointments that God scheduled on his calendar. They weren't religious holidays. They were sacred rhythms designed to retell God's redemptive story year after year until it shaped the people who kept it. For the first disciples, it was an active lifestyle in which hearing and obeying are the same word. To truly hear is to respond in kind. Believing transcends knowledge to become something you actively participate in, and righteousness gets lived out in acts of justice and mercy. The race begins when you hear the call. So when Jesus calls you to follow him, to believe in him, this is what he meant. Not a passive agreement that stays in your head. A faith that is living and active, that gets up and chooses to walk the path in his footsteps. The gate is open, and we are all invited, not simply to learn, but to become by imitating the Rabbi.